ruminative, overly independent, easily annoyed, picky.
Yeah.
Yeah, me. I'll be real. I'm getting older.
Alright, so what's your name?
Shine? My name Shine. That's my legal last name.
So Moonshine?
No.
So alright, so your name, so you gotta have a name for Moonshine. That's a good name for me.
Yeah, so Moonshine interview.
I don't like that shit. No.
I'm good.
Lames frontin', can't comprehend it if you ain't from it. I understand it cause I came from it. Friends stab you in your back, I felt pain from it. Damn. Hustlers crying over the same onion. Niggas fighting over the same woman. What? Sucker for love, don't give a fuck if you thug. And I know that you love her, but tell me this, why get mad at a bitch that was a hoe before you cuffed her? That rocky flow on Cuban is stocky so strong. Jamaicans uptown, they call me the Guapi Domon. Pocket watching, grilling my chicken, that broccoli, no corns. He dumbing off them pills, we call him my oxymoron.
John Shine, that's my first and last name.
John Shine?
That's me.
This nigga's top 5 of the.
When's your birthday?
May 10th.
Oh, could we say the story on how we got here?
If you want,
I think that's dope though.
I had a plan. My plan worked. I'm here. So whatever y'all want to do.
Your plan worked. Now we're gonna capitalize off of your plan for you to get the most views and most exposure.
Yeah.
So I feel like us saying the story on how you hit us to come in to talk about it, I think that's dope.
If not, it's gonna look random.
Yeah, it's gonna look random. So you want a story, so that's dope. This you definitely top 5 of that listening. Did you ever kill somebody?
I got it. I got charged like I did, but no, I didn't.
That's why I broke my gun. If you think about canceling my head, you gonna get shot 52 times, nigga. I'm letting you know now.
Yeah, Larry.
This nigga probably a fucking murderer. We sitting here with him.
No.
You got a gun on you? Nobody checked him?
So let me ask you this, right?
I can't even tell you. I can't pretend I had to pass my gun, bro.
Now that you know,
shit right here.
Now that you know, me and Clips and Hitman is the same son. They ain't Calico, but we all different.
Which are all different.
That's what I'm saying.
Born in March.
Yep.
That's.
Well,
I mean, it like.
Yeah, well, Clips and Hitman is born in March. Me and Calico is born in April.
Would you think you guys are closer than acting the same?
I mean, we got similar traits, but no, like Hitman is way more. He's way more high-headed than me.
I'm talking about Calico. I'm talking about Calico.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say.
That's
like,
not on there. That don't got nothing.
No, because I don't know the right word to do it. Like, cause me, I feel like I'm in touch with my emotions. Like, I'll tell you. Yeah, no. I wasn't thinking for that. Yeah, you would. Yeah, but see, like Clips, he won't tell you.
He won't.
But he is though.
Very emotional. So I'm trying to think. So it's not emotional because son, you and Clips got both. Y'all care about opinions.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
But what is that? What would that be called? You get what I'm saying?
I would agree with that.
And Hitman.
Yeah, and Hitman.
You see?
Yeah, and
Calico.
Yeah.
Like overly care about that.
Yeah.
Like you're a football nigga.
Yeah, I feel you.
So, but what was that? That's why I was saying emotional. There was just that one thing right there.
Most people I know killers that they kill because you hurt their feelings. It's on.
You're sensitive.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I guess you can say sensitive. Yeah, I would use that word. Yeah, I would say that.
Sensitive to some stuff.
Yeah, to some stuff.
Or it could be trauma. You know.
Nah, but we talk about signs. It's for people that's
no. Yeah, that's the same.
So that's
I would say like we sensitive to hearing certain like that. That's what we got in common.
But not now. You got better.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think about from when.
Yeah, peak. Yeah. Anything. I don't want
anything.
Anything that's like me before. Anything that was like about my name. Yeah, you can put it on.
All right, so just say interview, take one.
Interview, take one.
Yeah. You already know what it is. I disagree. Episode. I don't even know.
Let's do this.
Yeah,
let's do this again.
Sorry.
3, 2.
Y'all already know what's going on. Goods in the building.
I'm over here. DNA in the building.
Damn, I'm drunk. I thought I was good.
Yeah, fuck it. Don't worry about it.
I'm DNA. That's Goods. We got my guy John Shine in the building. I Disagree show. What's this? What number is this?
15.
15.
Oh yeah, well.
And we are here.
And this might be the best episode yet because we've been talking to John Shine off camera, and he's an interesting individual, man.
Let me say this. John is top 5, one of the illest people I ever met in the world.
Yeah, top 3 for me.
Marv Nunn. Top 3? Yeah, I could go top 3.
Top 3.
That's my man Marv Nunn, John Shine, let's start with how we got here.
How did we get here, John?
Oh, that's easy. So I was back in 2023. I was working for a company, and I was doing really, really good at the company. I was going to stay a corporate person. I never wanted to be famous. Didn't want to even talk about anything that didn't have any relation to what I had going on. But I got hit with a felony from them because I figured out that money is a scam. It's just a whole big ass.
This nigga's a murderer.
It's a Ponzi scheme. Like if I wasn't a literal Microsoft certified data analyst, I would have missed the whole
All right, hold on, bro. 1 second. I'm sorry. Don't mean to cut you over. I'm very sorry, but that's not how we got here.
No, it is.
No, we're talking about how we got to this
I'm going
interview.
to talk about how we got here, and then you can go from
That's
there.
what I'm telling you. If it wasn't for that happening, I would have never created my page that I shouted you out on because I would have still had a job.
Okay, look how I come around though.
Yeah.
Come around. Okay, I got you. So
you
you
mind if I
went.
talk? You
Shout out
mind
to
can I
the
say
loaded
something?
one.
You went from the very, very beginning, but you got
That's what you asked for.
No, I didn't.
You want me to just jump in and be like, yeah,
I wanted you to tell them how we got here sitting on this couch on the I Disagree show.
From when? From 2 years ago? From yesterday? From when?
No, from like when you reached out, like, okay, I reached out.
Oh, okay.
from
My
that.
fault. Then my fault. Then.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. It's cool.
I go through real shit, so I just, I don't mind talking about it.
He might kill somebody on this show, bro.
Never that. So yeah, I was looking to get back into podcasting because I love how everybody is now trying to do it, and you can tell who actually does it because they have a passion for it, and who does it just because they're trying to get a check or get a look. You, or both of you, have never ever shown me anything other than greatness. Even if you had a bad off night or something like that, you still brought it back.
I don't have off nights. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Nah, fuck with you. Then they have off nights. He bad as a
couple.
I mean, it's whatever y'all think about yourselves. I don't give a fuck. I just never saw it. So. So yeah, so I was doing other rappers. I did like Nipsey.
Whoa. What you wait? Hold on. When you say you did,
my fault.
Yeah.
I was about to say the first person I just named.
RP Nips. Okay.
Yeah,
So when you say did,
I mean, all right. So basically, I created a new Instagram profile that's another '90s millennial. I was getting closer to the Bible at that time, and I kept reading through scriptures, and I kept noticing that most battle rappers, or even just rappers in general, typically go to the Bible. They typically have quotes, or they sometimes put positive messages in their music. So I was like, well, damn, I should just be able to do like a translation from Bible lyrics to hip hop lyrics. And while I was going through that, I remembered you because back in 2023, when I caught that felony, I was reaching out to every battle rapper I could possibly think of. I'm pretty sure I reached out to you too, but I didn't have a profile.
He didn't hit you up. I talk to the people that rock with me.
Oh,
so some people's a little bougie.
And that's what I mean. So that because I literally had no
felon, man.
I didn't have a verified Instagram account. I didn't have a bunch of followers. I'm a corporate person, so I'm not on social media. I go do the job in real life. So, when you responded, I remembered that. And I was like, damn, if I can ever, do something for him, then I'd love to do it. So that's what started the Another 90s Millennial and started the Divine Rhyming series. And like I said, I did a bunch of people. I did Ice Cube, I did Kendrick, J. Cole, Young Thug. It was just, I was listening to their music and kind of getting who they are as a person outside of that
Super
music.
dope. Mm-hmm.
So, and then literally I had another job where I was working with FEMA a couple months ago. And once that ended, I was like, I think I kind of want to go into podcasting because that's where all the money is right now. The reason it feels like it's low is because there's no quality content on podcasts. Okay. Most people just try to say shit just to go viral, and they don't know how to handle going viral, so they end up just spinning out of control. So that's when I hit you. Well, I hit Savon from Need to Know podcast first because he had did my podcast 7 years ago.
Do you know who that is? I don't know, dude.
He was working with Joe Budden. Back in the beginning, or not the beginning, but he was working with Joe Budden before he started his podcast. Okay. So I reached out to him, but he didn't respond, and I was like, well, the second best person, well, not second best, but you know what I mean, like another person.
So I was the second best. Okay.
You were a long shot, to be honest with you, because I would have probably hit you first if I knew, what I know now. Okay. But I hit Savon first.
Clean it up. You thought we were sucking.
That's it.
Yeah, because this ain't your real fucking job.
That's right. Call him on his board.
I don't know what you want to be besides a battle rapper, but if it is a podcaster, cool. But yeah, so
So you trying to say we just battle rappers?
As far as I know, I don't know what you niggas be doing.
I could have figured. I mean, from what I know, I thought we were sitting in my store.
Oh, facts. Yeah, facts.
I'm just a little lost.
Let me humble myself.
Nice and all that.
You know what I'm saying?
My fault.
From what I see, I think I got my own sneaker. Don't I see it?
I tried to cop one
Leather
too.
jacket. Okay, all right, cool. Just want to know, you know, because DNA ain't battle in how long?
2 years.
Yeah, I think we more than battle. We want to stick to you guys.
Yeah, let me ask you this question, right? Because me and Goods, we haven't experienced this, and maybe some people on the pod haven't. What's working in corporate America like? Like what type of? First of all, what was your job occupation, like your title, and then what is it like working in that office?
So I started at help desk, basically working with computers. That's been my bread and butter. Like everyone, even now, everyone should have a trade, whether it's electrician, plumber, whoever. You should have something that you can fall back on at any time in case your money get low. So I was doing that for a couple years, but then I would also like get fired, or I would quit, or I would go try to do something else. Like when I started my podcast, I literally quit my job and moved to New York for a couple months to try to get it going. But since I didn't have any money, obviously I couldn't pay rent, so then I had to make another move. So, damn, I forgot your question. My bad. I go off.
What's it like working in corporate America?
It sucks. It's slavery. It's pure slavery. If it wasn't, matter of fact, I'll say this right now. If it's not for Kanye West, I would not be doing this. I would not be doing this. Kanye West, that man is a god, and I won't even play. I don't even play like that. But that nigga be knowing. Like I don't know why he knew. What's the dude's name? Van.
But why do you think he's a god?
I see where this is going.
What's Van? Is his name Van Lathan?
Van Lathan. Van Lathan.
They had an argument a couple years ago about slavery as a choice.
Okay.
And I was watching that and I was so surprised. I'm like, you arguing with the man at your job? Like he can leave and go be Kanye. You still got to stay here, and you know what I mean. So I always thought
it's not a choice though.
It is that's just a choice. It's your circumstances.
It's not based on where it stemmed from. Like now you can say that. Now people have the confidence to say I'm going to get up and leave this job and do something. Back then
it wasn't a choice.
You would have been a stain on a tree, yo.
It's not a choice if you're going to die if you don't do what you're being told.
Right. At that times it wasn't a choice.
I agree to a certain extent. So I would say now with social media, even back.
So real talk, Johnson. So you think back in the day you would have been like you know what I mean, like one of them. Like Harriet Tubman or something. Like you'd have just freed the slaves.
No, I would have figured out a way in the master's house. And I would have just hung out there. If I was learning how to cook, learning to be a plumber.
But you're still a slave, nigga.
Right, but I'm a slave. I'm a slave. You ain't nothing but a house.
But just say, wonder if Master was the ill nigga and start putting his hands on you, yo.
Right, there we go.
Then I'm out of there.
Out of there. Be in the house.
But you out of there.
Freaky shit just ain't happened now. Freaky shit been along. Freaky nigga been around a long time.
So he's saying, so what if the master start whooping you and he liked it?
I mean, I guess he's just gonna kill me. There's nothing else I can do. Being a slave back in those times, you were actually a slave because you knew nothing.
That's what he's talking about, right?
You knew nothing of the outside world. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was referring to Kanye and Van's argument because I was saying those times don't exist anymore. Now you can go apply on Indeed. Now you can go to Monster. Now you can go have somebody on LinkedIn hook you up with a job. Like there's plenty of opportunities out here for you and your profession.
But you're still conditioned. Like.
You have the mind, the body's gonna follow. So how many years we were conditioned into that, in so many situations where we cannot grow from that because so many people see damn, I can't get out of that. People are just see you have that mindset of where you're gonna be like, I can go on Indeed. I want to make myself better, but some of these people are going outside and they don't see anything better for themselves, so they're gonna keep going in that, and they're gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna stay in this same predicament. And
I got another thing. If you work for somebody and somebody can tell you what to do, you still are a slave somewhere?
No, I mean not if you're a contractor. Like some of my jobs, I was 1099. I wasn't actually affiliated.
Because you had your own thing going, yeah. So nobody could tell you. You know what I'm saying? You was okay. So that's what I'm saying.
That came from me. There's nobody after this podcast come out that can say, yo, if without me, he would have never got that job. That's never happened before. I've always been the one to go in the room, talk and negotiate my salary, and then walk out and have a job.
So let's talk about how you was an alcoholic.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, go ahead. I mean,
you told us that, so I want to get to the
but I mean, for me, drinking was the cure for being in those jobs. So
okay, makes sense.
So once I ended the job that I had in 2023, I really took a look at myself and was like, what kind of life do you want for yourself? I have a wife, that loves me to death, but I can't provide for her the way I want to.
You still have a wife?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, good. That's good.
So me pouring this up right now is not bothering you?
No,
yeah.
Of course not. Okay. I hope you enjoy yourself. I know what you're going through today, so do your thing.
This is not bothering you at all?
As a matter of fact, hold on. Because I know you said... Yeah, because I know you said you got something that you were going through today, and I know what it is, so...
Oh, so you gonna drink too?
Yeah, for you, yeah.
But nigga, you alcoholic.
What is he doing?
I'm not an alcoholic.
Bring you back.
I'm not an alcoholic.
Right.
You good? I'll take some.
Nah, we got the one.
Now you telling me no.
No. I mean, if it's not gonna bring you back, bro, listen.
Nah,
yo, listen. For y'all watching, we trolling right now. He's not alcoholic.
No, stop. I don't know if he is. So let me tell, because I asked the question and still didn't get an answer. So I'm gonna just take over this real quick.
Yeah, my bad.
This is how we got here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I don't know this man at all. Neither does DNA.
Neither does anybody else in this room.
Right? But he did hit me up. I remember you hitting me up. It was some years ago. Right?
I look like the first sit back.
Yeah, oh shit.
That ain't the one that's the water, right?
Nah. So I remember that. I remember it now because you said it. But leading up to now, last week, he hits me and say, look, I love you and DNA show. You know what I'm saying? I Disagree Show podcast. I want to come up there and talk about how I'm going from corporate America to podcasting. So this is why we're here now. So I said, nobody, I don't know how that's going to go because nobody know you, right?
Right. Yeah.
So he said, I'll pay. We're here.
I think you should. If you
no, let's just do that. We're here.
There you go. I think if you value people, you should pay for their time.
So I'm saying that to say this. This is what a lot of people don't do, and I'm saying this to give you props. Like you just said, people are scared to spend money on themselves. They'll spend money on how they clothes, how they look, but it won't be for a purpose. They'll spend money on a bunch of things, but it won't be for a purpose. Make everything you spend money on a purpose. You know what I'm saying? When I buy stuff to look nice in, and even though now I don't do it too much because I got my own stuff, but I still like clothes.
Yeah, once in a while.
I still buy it for when I gotta go somewhere and look presentable, because I'm gonna be around people. Exactly. So make what you're doing for a purpose, and don't be scared to spend money on yourself. He hit me up and said, "This is what I want to come to on your show because I like it. I'm willing to pay to come up there and talk about it." Now, if you know me and D, we don't just. It's a bunch of people that hit me up for a bunch of things. Just like you. We don't have
important guests on there.
Yeah,
like people of stature. We don't bring.
We could do that because we don't want to get caught up in that.
Yeah.
But when he told me his story on what he going from corporate America to podcasting, it makes sense. And you know why not take his money? So. Anybody else that want to come on the show?
And also for those watching, like nobody's above it. Like, you know what I mean? Goods with his sneakers, or you know what I mean, going places doing that. You had to invest to get there. Me doing power recaps. I was paying a cameraman to come from Virginia to New York to do that shit for a year and a half. And at that point, I was just putting it on Instagram. I wasn't even making no money. So at some point in your career, if you really believe in something, you gotta invest. You
gotta invest.
Tyler Perry getting his own, studios. You gotta invest in whatever it is that you want to do. My next question to you: What's your podcast about? What will it be about? What will you be covering and talking about on that?
I think for real, I'm gonna take it back to just local news, like things that are happening. I'm from Tampa, so things that happen in our actual city. I mean, everyone gets the big updates when Trump does something, Kanye does something, but when it comes to actually being in a city, it's a whole different experience. So, like for me, I can honestly say I never really experienced racism. Like I grew up very diverse with very different eclectic people. That's why I was able to move around so much. And I don't know if that exists outside of Tampa, but I've been here 2 days and walking down the street, nobody waves, nobody says hi. It's like, get the fuck out of my way.
That's New York.
That's not racism. That's New York.
No. I'm not saying that's for racism. I'm
East Coast.
I'm not saying that's racism. I'm just saying that it's a friendlier vibe in Tampa than
for sure.
Yeah, and so
but you still not. You got to know what the podcast is about.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what it is about. It's literally about what's going on in Tampa, what's going on with the politics, what's going on with sports, what's going on with Any kind
So
of.
here we go. So do you think the world wants to hear what's going on with Tampa?
I don't care about the world. There's plenty of money in Tampa. Like I flew here not thinking that I was gonna move here. I flew here like, yo, I'm gonna go back to Tampa and we gonna make this shit lit.
But what I'm saying is you gotta have a general basis and then you can cover things. Like $1 million worth of game, that podcast, right? It's $1 million worth of game about anything, but they giving game. That's the podcast. The I Disagree show. We disagreeing, but we disagreeing about everything. Your podcast, it sound like it's a news show.
It's because you
want to be a news anchor.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
It's
like that.
My original podcast called I Game Around, I was literally interviewing people while like there was a game going on in the background.
See, that's fire, man.
Right, but that was 7 years ago. I've learned too much since then to go backwards and try to make a podcast specifically about one thing.
You learn,
but see, the podcast I just named you, they're not about one thing, but it's a broad thing. Like one podcast is giving game.
It has a theme.
Our podcast is we disagreeing, but we're not just disagreeing about battle rap.
Right, It has to be a theme.
Everything.
It has to be a theme. So he's saying 7 years ago you had a theme for your podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That had direction.
Yeah, that's what it is. Direction, structure.
Yeah.
So, like right now, you could talk about everything that's going on in Tampa and why gaming if that. You didn't have to throw that idea with.
But it ain't for that. But who wants to see Marv Nunn talk about stuff in Tampa? No, this is how you really got to think. Who wants to see Styles talk about something in Tampa? Like, so if you talk about, so your goal, you're saying you're going to grab the people in Tampa and just make it like a Tampa thing.
Yeah,
that's local. That's local thinking.
Right. That's what I want. I want local thinking. I don't have any plans on growing.
So you're a local nigga. You don't want to be a global.
You can find me on the internet at any time.
What's the area in Tampa, like Ybor City?
Yeah.
Where all the clubs is at?
Yeah.
That shit is lit. Man, you gotta expose it. Listen, because y'all playing around. I used to vacation in the Tampa every year.
Yeah. I haven't been. I've been to Tampa one time.
Oh, yo, tell him about Ybor.
I ain't been. I only been.
Tell him about Ybor. Ybor is like.
Wait, how you calling me? Hold on. How you calling me a local nigga? You only been there once.
Because I've been to Tampa once. I've been everywhere else in the world you could think of. It's not possible for me to be local. I'm known internationally.
Which one of those places felt like home to you? Where's home? Is this home?
Yeah, my home.
Right. So that's what I'm doing. Just literally going to be in my house.
Okay, but the difference is when I come on this podcast, I talk for the world, not for New Jersey or New York or the East Coast.
Yeah, like,
so that's the thing. You can't do that.
For instance, right? I'll give you something else to make it make sense. He's from the Bronx. I'm from Queens. I would never just do a podcast about Corona. That makes it even smaller than Queens. That's one area in Queens. I would have to.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or that's like when Or that's like when niggas battle. You have battle, and let's say DNA battles me, right? And DNA is from Queens, I'm from the Bronx, and he start naming all the stuff in Queens. Yeah, on 4th, 5th, and 8th, and 6th Ave, where I used to da-da. And nobody knows that but people from Queens.
That only works if I'm battling in Queens.
Right. But once it goes to YouTube,
it's over.
It's over.
So in the grand scheme of things, we saying if you're doing a podcast, it got to be something that, cause the stuff that you're saying is global.
Right.
Somebody going from corporate America to starting to do a podcast, you're not understanding the inspiration that you're giving to certain individuals that have a 9 to 5 that may say, I don't want to work.
When I said,
I seen John.
Yeah. No,
I disagree with them. I disagree with them, and I agree with you.
That's where I think.
Don't let them kill your idea.
No.
I'm about to pull up some facts right now.
I can't wait to wild on G Live.
Why not on me?
I can't wait.
Why not on me? Let me read this fact.
What fact?
No. Let him talk. This is the first time we gonna agree and we gonna kill it.
Each year, 26.7 million people visit Tampa alone.
Okay,
that's a lot of people.
That's what's up.
That's enough. There's enough shit that you could talk about just Tampa based that the world would want to know.
What's the key word in what you just said?
The world.
No, visiting.
Thank you, D.
Visiting.
They visiting.
Cool.
Visiting.
Okay, so how much people? No, let's do this. No.
27.
No, I don't care about.
So that's stories that you can tell. That's
how much people live in Tampa. Give me those facts.
Okay, we about to pull that shit up. We got smartphones, right?
Okay, well, everybody's doing that. I misspoke. when I said I was starting podcasting, I meant that I would go on other people's podcasts like I'm doing now. I don't mind traveling, but if I'm going to do a podcast myself, it has to be in my own home.
Okay.
So
you're
gonna
do
what I like.
I'm gonna kill him, but I get what you're saying. Let them pull it up.
Yeah.
So you're gonna travel and talk about important things.
Yeah.
Smart.
Like we were talking about off camera.
But no. Let's do this. So how many people was from Tampa?
403,000.
403,000. I know 403,000 people.
Yeah, but I'm from Florida.
I got 403,000 fans. What are you gonna do? This how I'm gonna kill him.
How you gonna kill me? Yo, you can talk about the bartenders. Yo, do you know Tampa is the birthplace of the glory hole?
Alright, see, this is
I'm about to get
glory hole lie. Glory hole lie.
That's what the G stand for. Glory lie.
Glory lie.
That's glory lie.
We got it finally. Glory lie.
Yo, first of all, y'all gotta chill. I've been a Disney supplier for 13 years. If y'all make that shit look bad, y'all gonna get my contract.
Bro, you just
y'all gonna
said,
get me canceled, though.
Nah,
but no, I was just stating
you
the
gotta
fact.
get canceled to be broke with us. No, it's 400,000 people that live in Tampa, right?
That's a lot of people.
All right, that's not a.
That's a lot of people.
That's all kind of stories you could make up.
That's not a lot of people.
You can talk about the bartenders.
How much people live in New York? Let's do New York. Please.
But you also got to remember
13.3 million.
Okay, 13.3 million.
Have to remember.
Hold on. So here go the thing. Here go the thing when we talk about things.
How many people from New York visit Tampa?
Hold on, stop. That's not. You just making up stuff now. Stop. Now
That's
look.
funny.
Let me say this. let me say this, and then you can say what you want. D. Right?
Yeah.
New York.
Okay.
L.A.
Miami. Well, Florida,
right? I'm talking about big places that let's use rappers. You can go platinum in just being from where you from.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Those places, if he said, no, I'm gonna get popping in New York. You can be popping in New York and be successful.
Yeah.
You can be popping in LA and be successful.
Yep.
If a place only has 400,000 people, you cannot be popping there.
Yeah.
You're gonna be local.
Right.
You can be popping there. You're gonna be local.
Yeah.
That's my aim. I want to just be local.
You want to be local.
Yeah, I want to be local.
So
that's what I was getting down to. It's either if you want to be local or you want to be global. If you just want to be local, cool. Then you can be popping on your block. I can be popping on my block. I'm local.
That's cool.
I just don't think like that. So that's what I was saying. 400,000 people isn't a lot of people, G-Lock.
MC Nas D was the first Tampa rapper to go platinum, if you didn't know. Well, look at he sold the highest.
He can't go platinum if it's. So I mean, if everybody bought an album from
He
Tampa
certified platinum and
twice, he would sell 800,000.
MC, shout out to MC Nas D.
What you're not
he was
realizing-
certified platinum and gold.
What you're not realizing is there's also Lakeland, there's Winter Haven, there's Bartow. There's a bunch of cities around Tampa.
You said
right.
You didn't say around Tampa.
Somebody that's only been there one time.
You didn't say
tell me there's only 400,000 people there. That's one city.
We go.
There's Miami. There's St. Augustine. There's Daytona Beach. There's Tallahassee.
That's so dope. You're naming
that's not
other
Tampa.
places. Thank you. You said Tampa.
Right.
Tampa. That's it.
That's where I live. That's where I will be.
That's my point.
But
So you're
my
naming.
reach is bigger with the internet. I don't need to go on a goddamn tour. I just need to be in one place where people can find.
So then you want to be bigger than Tampa then?
Yeah.
You want to be bigger than Fort.
I want to bring some money to Tampa. I want everybody to see the Tampa that I see, the hustle that I be seeing.
So what do you see?
I see a lot of, because of the economy right now, I'm not going to speculate on people's pockets, but I see a lot of hope and I see a lot of people wanting to make change, people wanting to actually pursue their dreams, people wanting to chase down these opportunities. But
you should take G-Lock with you to Tampa.
How's the economy in Tampa? I'm looking at.
But what am I lost? Do I understand what this got to do with anything we're talking about?
This has nothing to do with
This
nothing.
has a lot to do.
You're not in,
It doesn't have nothing to do with this. How's the economy?
Tampa's economy is robust and diversified.
I could believe that.
Driven by tourism, healthcare,
Which means niggas gotta go there.
finance.
I would love. Listen, I would love to go back to Tampa. Don't get it twisted. I want to go back to Tampa.
it's fire.
What I'm saying is, you said Tampa got 400,000 people there, and if an artist sold 800, if one person in Tampa bought 2 albums, he will only sell 800,000. That's my point.
That's pretty good if you don't have to split it with nobody.
They gotta buy 3.
100%.
But they gotta buy 3 albums to go platinum.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, if you sell your albums for $1,000,
you said podcasting.
Yo, did you hear him?
Other people's podcast.
I can't just tell it. They just moved the goalposts so crazy.
Okay.
Wait, so good. Since
You a local nigga, homie. That's it. You want to be local. You're local or you want to be local? I don't ever want to be local. I'm global. Whatever I do, got to be global. I'm going to make it bigger than pause, whatever it is. You want to be local. Huh?
Can I pay you to come to Tampa?
I would love to come to Tampa.
All right. Then that's it. Move on to the next subject. If I can pay you to...
Yo, you know what's crazy?
let's keep that. What would happen? What would we do? What would you pay him to do in Tampa?
on the last transaction, it was his price. So whatever he says for me.
No. He said, what would you pay me to do out there? Like, what would you want to do out there?
Just another podcast. Just this shit. Just in a different avenue.
I would love that. But to be real with you, so I would love to go to Tampa. Tampa's dope. But if one time I went there was dope, I didn't get the experience like I want to real shit. I only went there one time. See, so I think you missing what I'm saying. I never said it wasn't a fire place. He pulled up stats. So if he put up stats, 400,000 people is not a lot of people.
Correct. Yeah, I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? And he should know better than that.
So I should know better than that. Out of 400,000 people, I get $3 out of them. I'm good. That's how I look at it. Listen, and you can get $3 out of people. You ain't even gotta have nothing. You
but
like,
you're not
let me hold $3.
But you're not gonna get, but you're not gonna get $3.
10%, 2% might give you the $3.
He gonna move the goalpost every time.
No, because look at that sounds like an I disagree road trip.
Right?
I like being outside. I don't want to be cooped up in
summer. We out.
Come on, we out.
No,
that sounds like.
I'm saying let's go. I want to go to Tampa. You know why Tampa's fire? Florida's fire, period, because the weather is always nice. Yeah. So don't get it twisted. And Tampa, out of all of them, is a party place. It's a good place. It is a place to live. I heard us. So we wasn't saying that. We were just talking about when you come from the bigger places, you can be more successful.
What's successful?
Yeah, but you could turn it up in the small towns
you could
too.
For sure.
The small towns is
let me tell you something. You also, the small towns, people get known in they small places, and then it brings them out. So that's what I was trying to say with him. I was asked, the whole thing was, do you want to be local or do you want to be global? If you just want to be local, then the 400,000 people is cool for you. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. So that was a question to him.
Yeah.
And he said he just want to.
Now my next question to you, right? We talking battle rap. Who's your top 5 battle rappers?
Right now or
in general?
General.
Damn, just off the top.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I would say I haven't really been watching it for like the last 2 years or so because
we haven't even.
Yeah, so but Easy is still my number one.
Okay,
battle rapper. He's the one, literally the trenches. He's still doing it, even with all the situations that he had, all the bullshit rumors or whatever. He's still out there doing it.
Yeah, man, you can knuckle up, bro.
We can. Why the fuck is you touching them? Like, yo, this dude is the worst, yo. Like, why?
It's the first time,
he's just like plucking the fucking microphone over there. I'm gonna get your headphones.
I know.
This nigga's
every
just
time,
and I look over, he's just like,
you catching me. I'm trying to move in my head. Keep getting caught.
It sounds perfect.
It's like a little bad shit.
It's like, you the worst, yo.
All right, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because you get mad over your equipment.
And this is 2 years old. Because once again, I don't know who's been doing what.
Okay.
But, so yeah, I'll say Easy is number 1. Goods would be number 2. It's funny because y'all battle that y'all had. I was like, yo, if you would have went second on your first round, you'd have won. You would have fucking won easy.
It's crazy that you said that because I liked my first round in that battle, and I don't think I got enough credit for the first round.
No, it was fire. It's just anyway. Mm-hmm. Calico, Big K, and to round out that 5th, Sue Surf. Yeah.
So where does DNA rank in this? Honestly, like 20 something?
That's funny. Nah, DNA. I don't know why you get so much flack because you're actually extremely talented.
I'm good, brother.
But
he don't get no. They put him on Mount Rushmore.
I'm good, bro.
That's why they get me mad with you because you think you get so much hate.
It literally depends on.
I don't be in nobody. I'm surprised.
Listen,
I reached out to you. I didn't reach out to him. There was a reason for that.
See?
It's because I like when it comes to battling, I like you more than DNA.
Yeah.
So
I like me more than DNA too.
So yeah,
what's that?
That was
the looper.
That's what I'm here for.
If it's about the money, D got it right now. He number one.
No, not that. I'm talking about Listen, he came in for you. I still reaped off the benefits.
There you go.
My good brother.
I still fuck with DNA, doesn't it? Just because you're not on my top 5 doesn't mean I don't mess with you.
No, of course.
No.
It's subjective.
We playing. There's times, plenty of times I ask somebody that.
Yeah, bro. No, we asked you to be real.
Yeah.
You coming on here saying good. Yeah, you coming on here saying goods and DNA. That's not being real.
Oh, no, not at all.
Why is Easy your number one, though?
Well, from 2 years ago, he was like, there was nobody that was going to stop him. He was just...
Okay.
Yeah, he was on a run.
Yeah, he was on a run.
He was on
the best modern run that I've seen.
Right, he was on a run.
Yep.
I think Surf had hit, before he...
Surf was on a run before he got arrested.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why he would have been number one had he not got arrested.
Yeah.
I was on a run, too.
Oh, you were?
No.
What? Nah, you don't even battle that much. That's why I like your character. Like,
I was on,
because like you do it with integrity when you battle, and I respect that.
Yeah, I can't.
Same with you, obviously.
Listen, the people that do it like that, I got so much respect for them because I don't know how they do it. Like when D was doing it, D was one of the first people doing that though, right?
Yeah.
So when I used to be like, I don't know how this nigga does that. It's just crazy how and be good. 95% of the time it's retarded. He might have one hiccup and then be good the next 5, 6, 8 times. It's like I don't know.
I mean, I do think that at night y'all don't need a union, but I do think
I like that.
There needs to be at least one. I mean, what all y'all could do, which might be a good idea because that's what I'm doing. Like I lowered my Patreon down to $1 so I can just attract anybody that just likes anything that I got to say. If every battle rapper had their own Patreon, then you could literally go and battle on somebody else's league and then have the people that watched it go subscribe to your shit and then they can find you from there.
Yeah, that shit don't work like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally setting up a recurring payment.
I want to ask you something.
Battle rap fans.
But I want to ask you something. Because I heard a lot of things you're saying about, what you got. And it's who would want to compare dollar to watch you? Why? And I'm not saying this in a bad way.
I get you.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not saying. I'm saying this for a reason.
Yeah.
Tell them why. You got to sell yourself.
No, the fuck I don't. I'm good. Matter of fact, well, I don't know if anybody will ever get to this point, but if you do...
D, why you looking at me? D, why you looking at him like that, Jill?
Because the way he said it.
D, drink some more, D.
I'm waiting for the explanation.
I'm good. If you wild out of here, I got drunk D with me.
I'm waiting for the explanation. Why you said
D. Drunk D is crazy. Crazy. Yo, I got drunk D with me.
Drunk D with me is insane.
I got drunk DNA with me. Pause.
That's even worse.
I mean, my whole philosophy is just I could just go get another job. I don't mind working and people seeing me somewhere like, oh, damn, you doing that now? Yeah, I'll just go get more money. However I can get it at the time that I need it. So
you getting some money. Where you getting your money from now?
I mean, it's smart to really invest in the stock market as a whole. So if you this is something that I was working on.
What I realized, I'm not trying to cut you off. You don't answer no questions. You just talk about what you want to talk about. And I respect that.
My man DNA is here. Thank you. He has finally showed up, ladies and gentlemen. Press him.
We asked him, why do you want to watch the podcast? He said, I don't give a fuck if you watch it.
I don't. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't care.
So then why? All right. So then why do a podcast?
Because I like talking to people. I like being here right now. I like talking to y'all right now. That's why I want to do a podcast.
So you know what? How about we do this? You said it though. Set up something in Tampa. Me and DNA come do the podcast down there.
Okay. It's gonna take me a couple months.
It don't matter.
Oh,
you're good.
Okay.
You set it up. Me and DNA come do the podcast down there.
Bro, you down?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? We figure out a good number.
We can reach out to local stores. They can sponsor it.
No. He's serious. We try to reach out to some stores.
Serious.
We'll come do it down there and get people. Matter of fact, in Tampa, I got a sneaker store. That can sponsor. He's up here. I got a sneaker store and he owns a restaurant.
I know a tire shop out there that can.
That's probably my man's spot. He owns a tire shop too. Yo, you saw the shit I posted?
Money on
yes.
My man be
the whole
putting
block.
rims on that shit. Yeah.
So yeah, we can set that up and then try to bring some. But you have to have something you want to talk about. It has to be a reason why people want to watch you. That's why I keep asking you these questions.
Yeah,
you keep talking about a Patreon. Nobody's paying you $1 for nothing.
Not yet.
For the information you know about the stock market and all that stuff, those
Well, I'll give you the game right now. If you can make it to 2.5 million, the only thing you need to do is invest in a Vanguard index fund that covers a whole S&P.
So how the hell we supposed to make it to 2.5
That's your
million,
business,
my brother?
but after you...
It's not that but
after
that's
you
the...
get there, though...
This nigga
Yo, bro,
that's
that's nothing. Right. If you'd have said 50 grand, we can do that right now.
It's like, yo, get to 2.5.
Get to 2.5. If I get to 2.5, I don't need you, bro. I'm not going to stock market. That's not my thing. I'm good.
That's the point.
I'm gonna do the other stuff that I know how to do.
But I'm saying, if you did it that way, you could literally just take 4% of that 2.5 million and pay yourself $100K a year for doing absolutely nothing. Mm-hmm. You don't even need to watch the market because it covers a whole S&P. So and you can do that with any mathematics. 4% of 50.
Look, what we got to do is we doing a podcast. We got to focus up. Why are they coming to your Patreon to listen to John Sean?
If you want some relationship advice, if you want to know how to actually treat your woman.
You look like Jerry LeVert. I believe that.
Well, if I could sing,
yo, I wish I could sing too.
I wish I could fucking sing. Yeah. I'm sorry, my bad. Let me answer the question.
Relationship advice.
Relationship advice. I mean, stock market advice.
Yes.
Just regular life shit.
So you giving out game. You giving life jewels. You should come to John Sean's Patreon because if you want to know about how to progress in life, you know what I mean? Holla at him.
That's why I came here. Yeah, this is why I'm here, for you to say some shit like that.
We waiting for you to drop the gem.
I'm saying,
if you sell something for 10,000 units for $200, that's $2 million.
Yes, it's way easier said than done. Facts.
Say that again.
So I look at remember these are.
So if you sell 20,000 units for $100, that's $2 million.
So remember, I look at stuff like this all day because I'm into. Right, and Dino too.
If Facebook didn't shadow ban our fans, you'll be able to You got 250,000. How many followers you got?
The same thing.
Almost the same thing.
Then that's it right now.
No, it's not. Hold on. I got him. Yeah. I got him. It's not. Out of those 250,000, you don't even get 5% of people. You're not artists to get 5% of people
because you have to pay for the advertisement to reach your full potential.
I never talk about but I'm talking about as far as just people to support. I said to myself, yo, bro, if I sell, let me do it right now. I said right now, if I sell 100 levers, let me see.
But that's where we come.
If I sell 100 levers right now, I'll make a quick 30K. It's not that simple.
Yeah.
But that's where we hit, yo, the weather's about to change, 30% off. And you just raise it up 60.
Not that simple.
And it's more.
So what I'm trying because I do it.
I know.
It sounds so.
With you.
I know it sounds simple.
I can tell you that.
It always sounds simple. It always sounds simple. It's not.
It always sounds simple, and that's how you gotta.
But I get it though. I get why you do it. But I think like I always got hope, and I could do this.
The craziest shit ever, right? During the pandemic, this is the worst time. I don't know if it was the first album I dropped or what it was. So my Get Money and Drink Water shit, $10, Cashapp. Middle of the pandemic, me and Rain sold 5,000 of them.
Yeah, $10. I remember that.
Oof. I dropped 4 albums after that. That shit did not come close.
It was COVID. Nigga, I made.
Good night.
Yo, bro, listen. This the thing with COVID. What COVID did. How much you said you did again?
5,000.
You made $5,000?
And no, 5,000 to 5,000 people. We sold 5,000.
And that's because everybody was in the house. So maybe winter, like the dead winter, January, February, is your best drops while
COVID,
people are in the
house.
And what's the major thing about COVID? Everybody was in the house.
That's what she's saying.
So COVID is either people went broke or you made the most money you ever made. I probably made the most money I ever made during COVID. You know what I'm saying? If you was a hustler, you knew how to get to it.
Yeah.
It's just because people just wanted something that they would. And COVID was the best. People was getting money and not spending it because they're in the house.
Yeah.
So they were just spending it on whatever. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like, yo, I gotta think about paying rent and then doing this. Or did I want to go out this weekend? It wasn't that. It was I'm paying my bills and I have all this money left over.
PlayStations during COVID.
Yeah. You ain't give me one, and I wanted one.
Selling them.
But yeah, I wanted one.
I was doing them raffles.
Cooking.
Cooking out.
Damn, that's smart. Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, it's a lot of things you can still do to get them. Look at Chris Brown was in town, right? Some people was buying 10,000 tickets and running them shits up, dude. Caught mad M's, people crying. Why are you selling it for 30,000? It was like a nosebleed seat. He was smart, ran that shit up. And they work with, they know people do it, so you could do it off the Ticketmaster. You could buy the shit and resell it right off of Ticketmaster.
Crazy.
So you just wait for people to come. Oh, Omarion and them coming?
Wow.
Buy them tickets, and it says that you just click on the shit, resell, and now you just put your price on it. You buy the $50 ticket and sell them for $300.
Right.
So you buy the whole nosebleed shit, and then
then when it run out, people they gonna
come.
I ain't know that. I'm about to get on that.
That's how you be getting the tickets at the game. It's all resale.
Yeah.
Yep.
But them shits be dropping when niggas ain't buying.
Niggas ain't buying.
But you know what?
The day before. I know they catch
Elton John is coming. Oh, rest in peace. Elton John still there. What? He's still alive? Oh, damn.
He just performed.
Yo, you got some? You good? Got some?
I would need a shot. Yo, hold on. I'm gonna edit that shit out. I'm gonna edit that Elton John shit out. Before the Beehive come and get me. That nigga's the Elton John hive. But that's how they do that shit. Because you see, Chris Brown was just out here.
Johnson, what else? What we doing?
Oh, what else?
That's it.
No, I like being here. Y'all are a hoot.
Let us know when Pitbull is performing in Tampa. Let's run it up.
Nah, I tried rapping when I was like 13. It was trash. I was like, I'm not a rapper. And that's why.
How about let's do this? How about you try to rap right now?
Yeah, he lost your mind.
That'll make that's dope. That'll make this go viral. They'll get to know you.
I'm good. Why don't you
freestyle?
Why don't you try to rap right now? Don't you?
I don't. The thing is, this is my profession. I don't gotta try. So me rapping right now does nothing because they saw me rap a million times.
They can see you rap now again in front of me.
But. It's the same people that's gonna pay $1 for your Patreon.
That's it. The same ones that's gonna look out for that $1. Patreon.com.
So you don't think it'll work better? You don't think it'll work better if they see you rapping in front of me and DNA?
If they see me trash in front of two MCs?
No, I don't think you're gonna be trash, bro.
Nah, I do. I know I am. What? Nah. I know. All right,
so Chess, this is what we're gonna do right now.
I'll try to steal a verse and hope you don't recognize the artist.
This is how easy. This is how easy rapping is, right? All right.
Okay.
So you can't rap with one word. That's like very, very, very simple. So instead of saying I go to the store, she opened the door. You know what I'm saying? He hit the floor.
No, nigga, I don't rap.
Okay, so I'm trying to explain it to you. Would you like to learn or you don't want to learn?
No, I don't want to learn. I'm gonna be a rapper.
I'm trying to. I thought you wanted to be a rapper, bro. You look like Rick Ross. I thought you wanted to.
Yeah, that's that Florida influence.
I thought you wanted to rap.
Do you know how badly I wish I could rap like Ross? Oh my goodness.
I think you should just go be a stunt dummy, like just.
Hey, if he hiring, I wouldn't mind that. I'll go work at a couple checkers, check on the people and all that. Just tell them.
Yo, you could be the decoy.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not paid.
Like you pull up, they beat you up, and he get out of there. We had it on your phone on camera, bro. I was just on my phone too. I'm always on my phone.
I'm not gonna lie, this nigga John Sean is not focused, my nigga.
I keep getting asked 30 different questions. My bad.
Rap.
Like, Oh no, I'm not doing that.
I know it's been a long time. I'm in the building. It's John Sean.
See, long time, John Shine. It's 2 words.
If y'all would have brought like something I could read off, I would have definitely.
Oh, so you know what? I got something we can do.
What's up?
Read what you wrote that you was gonna come up here and say.
Oh, you want me to do it now?
Yes, I do right now.
It's the perfect time.
It's the perfect time.
Okay.
This is going viral. Just read what you wrote to come up here and say.
All right. Oh yeah. So
nope. Don't laugh. Be serious.
Right, hold on.
Come on, you gotta be serious. This is podcasting.
You right.
Be serious. You want these people to believe in you. Say it with feeling, so they can believe in you.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Seriously, let's go. Come on.
All right. I'd love to give a special thanks to God, my wife, Curaleaf, Instagram, Patreon, Uber, and Uber Eats for sponsoring my trip here.
Hold on, can we stop there real quick? How did Uber and Uber Eats sponsor your trip here?
Oh, that's what I was getting to.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to get to that's good. Start back over. That was all my fault. Thank you. Good.
Oh man, y'all! I can tell you, I can see a setup coming from a mile away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I wanted you to tell the people. That's all.
All right. Without Curaleaf, I'd still be angry and stuck in a sunken place. Without Instagram, I wouldn't have been able to be inspired to pursue podcasting full time. Without Patreon, I wouldn't be able to get paid to be myself. And without Uber and Uber Eats, I'd be walking everywhere and hungry at the same time. Without God and my wife, though, I'd be a lost homeless drunk. My wife is literally the best woman. Well, for me, I don't. That's dope. Yeah, I don't want to downplay y'all's ladies, but she, oh my God, I love that woman.
Me and DNA got the same wife.
What? All right. Well, anyway, speaking of God, though, I know it's been 6 years. Oh, that's funny.
I did not have.
You did not have it?
No. That was your thing.
All right, so I got one paragraph left. If I could just do the paragraph.
Mr. John.
And then we out of here. Speaking of God, though, I know it's been 6 years since the passing of Nipsey, and I'm not sure what Lauren London is doing, but I'd love to have a conversation with her because she actually lost an icon to street violence, and I wonder if she has any ideas on how I could go about resolving some tension within our Black communities. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really about our people, you know? We can all be joking, we can all be laughing, getting drunk or whatever, but there's some of us that still need help, some of us still need guidance, some of us still need leadership that we never see from any kind of politician. We just get lied to and told that it's our fault, that we're the problem, when in reality, they don't know how to manage their own systems. So
let me ask you this.
D is here. Talk your shit, D.
No.
No, for real, talk your shit, though, bro.
I'm
Talk your shit.
serious with him.
It's serious with him.
What would you say is your best quality about yourself?
Listening. That's definitely it. I mean, it's to be able to listen, you have to have patience, and I have a lot of patience. So I let people talk how they. I really embrace people having a free will. Whatever you want to say, however you want to say it, it's you. And if that's what you believe, then I support that for you. So I don't have the power to change your mind or to make you believe in God or make you believe in capitalism or anything. I do have the power to let you speak your voice, though. So you could tell somebody that's actually willing to listen. And if I have some kind of advice that I can help you get to where you're trying to go, I'm gonna do it every time. Because I'm not in this for myself. I'm not in this to, bring a whole Black coalition together and NAACP and we all go champion each other. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it for me, my wife, and y'all two. Y'all two are the ones that literally at real time, y'all are giving me an opportunity to speak my mind and how I feel. And even if 2 people watch this shit and it's never heard of again, at least I know right now in this room, in this moment, I feel God and I feel everybody here believes in them.
Clap it up. So that was a great ending to all this. I have one question before we get out of here.
Sure.
Have you ever messed with a bartender girl and tricked on them?
A bartender girl and tricked on her?
Yeah, like you go to the club, meet a bartender. You look like somebody that meet a bartender and trick on them.
Nah, that's my recollection though.
Okay, just wanted to know that.
How long you been married?
It'll be a year tomorrow.
Oh wow, that's new.
Yeah, so
How long y'all been together though?
Yeah.
3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, she's my rock. Yeah, you think
everybody need a strong woman, bro. Real
sure. Now that woman is strong. Like, she
to deal with your alcohol problems and shit like that.
She got me these glasses.
Thing, though?
Huh?
Was that a real thing?
What? My alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was serious. I literally went to work every day. I would be drinking when COVID was really popping. I was literally drinking in the office because I knew people couldn't smell my breath.
Ask them.
So I would go to like 7-Eleven.
So why did you tell us that it wasn't?
What? That alcohol? Well, it's not now. Now I'm fine. I can just have a drink whenever I feel like it. But before,
no. Right. So now we're going to get into it.
Okay. Thank you, Devin. Wait.
We're going to get
Come on, because
no, because I'm an ex-gambler. So it's for me, it's no just going to the casino and just gambling. Like, it's going to get ugly after a while because I'm a gambler. So if you would have said that, like real talk on it, because my parents was both alcoholic, I wouldn't have let you drink. I don't want to, like, if you stopped, don't drink no more.
Did you go get help for drink, or you just stopped on your own?
Or you just stopped on your own?
Nah, I got assigned a therapist because.
So you was really, but then you told us you wasn't.
Yeah, that's the only reason why we offered you.
Yeah, you bugging, bro.
I don't have a problem.
Man, get the shit out of here.
How you don't have no problem?
Because the last drink I had was September. I don't even what is that? 7 months ago? That was the last time I had a drink.
Bro, that's not long at all. You ain't say September 2006.
I mean,
you said September, dude.
That's not.
I'm about to say, you don't see me
better.
going for another cup or, going for another, I had a drink and I'm good. Like, I don't need any more. I don't need to try this.
No, I respect that. I just thought I thought the whole thing was a joke. That's why we was joking.
We didn't know, because you said you was and then said you wasn't, so that's what we were joking about.
Like, he's just lying. Like corporate America, like a politician. You gonna say whatever to get the vote.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. But like, if you really So now go back to that question. What's the process of overcoming?
Yeah, okay.
That's something people should know.
Got you. Okay, yeah. So literally in 2023, I was still an alcoholic. Like I was very drinking every day. Even though I can maintain myself, I can have conversations, I was still drinking all the time. And it was literally my wife. You know, she told me that I could be better than who I was at that day, and I believed her. Every single time she's ever told me that, or ever gave me that inspiration, I always make sure I go.
Now, let me ask you this. In the process of that, did she ever get mad with you, or was she just patient the whole time?
No, she was patient, yeah. Like, she taught me grace. I didn't even know what that was. Like, she taught me grace. She taught me empathy. She actually led me to God so I can have my own personal relationship.
No, because I'm going to tell you some real shit. Like, me, I feel like that's something I got to work on. Like, in terms of helping people.
Yeah.
Like, I've helped people, but at some point in time, I don't have that much patience.
Right.
And be like, I got 4 or 5 times to tell you after the 6th time.
Nah, but honestly, I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Because you can't love somebody more than they love themselves.
No, but I feel like if she didn't have that patience with him, he might still be. Because if somebody got that problem and then you spaz on them, you forgetting that, like, this the thing, right? You got to be healed before you can heal somebody else.
Facts.
So I'll be feeling like, sometimes like, damn, I got still open wounds. Maybe that's why, even though I'm delivering the right message, I don't got enough resiliency to help this person, because at some point you know what I'm saying?
That's a dope theory. I don't think that though. Yeah. I think when it comes like with the situation with him, that's what a strong woman is for. We can't do things that a woman do, bro. Yeah, so
straight up,
like me, I'm the same way. I'm gonna try to help you. I'm gonna try to help you a lot of times. But once I get to the point where I feel like I'm trying to love you more than you love yourself, bro, I'm a grown man. I got things going on with me. I gotta worry about myself. I can't worry about me and you. And you're not even worrying about you.
Yeah.
So I think with us, it's just a man thing. Like, all right, enough is enough. I tried. You have a woman that's what they do. A good woman is gonna pick you up every time you fall, and that's why it's different kind of relationships in the world. You got friendships as a relationship. You got relationships with your woman. They're totally different.
What you think, G-Lock?
After I got a question for Amanda and Matthew. After hearing this whole episode, do y'all have any questions?
That was the question?
Yeah, I was asking you what you thought about the resiliency.
Yeah, that's what
the resiliency about your woman?
No, just in general, like if woman helping all of that stuff. Somebody.
Well, what he said,
everybody needs a good foundation. I believe in that.
I'm talking about like patience. Like, are you the guy?
I don't have patience. Listen, you need patience like in filmmaking because all of this shit takes a long time. It's like watching paint dry. I got patience for that.
Your friend got a bad addiction. You telling the nigga to stop. He don't stop. Do you continue to be there, or after a while you go, yo, my nigga, you gonna keep doing this? I'll holler at you.
I can't front. I had a friend back in the days that was like, came to find out like he was doing coke and all kind of shit, and that shit led to crack. So then that led to him getting it from our other friends up the block, and then they start putting hands and feet on him, and I'm coming outside, and now I'm
popping for him.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, you gotta this ain't my problem.
Yeah.
You got a real fucking problem, and like this was my best friend growing up. I had to let him go.
You know why? Because I think that falls under, maybe it's the wrong way. I don't want to say emotions or like, all right, women are meant to be soft. All right, so like when you're in a relationship, we meant to be strong, be the foundation for the relationship. Take care of the big things, be strong, because the woman is going to be emotional. Some things she going to crack, and we got to be there to be strong for her. They're meant to be there emotionally to keep us strong and stuff like that. So I think that's what it is. We're not meant to be there emotionally for nobody. Right. We could be a good friend or a good person is gonna do it anyway. But we're not meant to be there forever like that. We can't do it. After a while, we're like, I can't do this no more. A good woman is meant to be there emotionally and stable to keep you stable and all that.
I agree, 1,000%.
Let me ask you this question: what was your rock bottom?
So like I said, in 2023, I was just on some, I'm tired of working for the man, and now I'm
talking about with alcoholism.
That's where I'm leading into.
What was the rock, like, what was
you want the instant.
the bad situation?
Yeah, I'll
give you mine, but go ahead.
No, I got fired, and I lost my apartment, I lost my car, both my cars. and I had to go back to my mom's house temporarily.
That was it. There we go.
And I was depressed. I was extremely depressed. And then my wife came. She started bringing me food. She started,
This when y'all first met, or this is?
No. This is we were already rocking and rolling. We were already a year into the relationship. So she started bringing me her food just to encourage me to get back out there, to try again. She's
a good woman, bro.
Super the best.
Shout out to your wife.
Yeah. So she even had me move in with her parents, which is where I still live now. And she went and got herself a job, back in 2023, and she just let me figure my own shit out. If one day I was just gonna be depressed and stay inside all day, she didn't see that as a problem. She wanted me to find myself before I was ready to continue with life. And because of her, I did. I was able to.
And the reason why I asked you that is because when most people hear those stories, they got to know the process because there's somebody else going through it or somebody that doesn't understand how you overcome it. Like, it's not just you wake up one day and say, boom, I'm not doing this no more. You got to hit your lowest.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So you can understand where you want to go. Because for me with gambling, my mom's was
what was your lowest?
My lowest, and it had nothing to do with money. The point when I was like, I can't do this no more is I was with my girl, and this before I had my daughter, and I had two stepsons, and I had came out the casino, and as I was walking there, the window was down, and I heard them saying, "Oh, look at his face. He looked like he didn't win. Oh man, I don't think he won. Oh, it's gonna be a bad night. Damn, we didn't win." And that right there, I was like, the fuck am I doing? Like, and it's luckily, right? Most people don't get a trial run, but you look at it as that's not my own kid. I'm like, one day if I'm gonna have my own kid and I'm supposed to be a role model for them because their fathers is not in there, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, now I'm creating another cycle. And even though I'm not doing what the other father I'm present, but I'm not present the way I need to be.
And you that shows you had a good woman too because she stuck with you through all that shit.
Yeah.
When did you realize you had a gambling problem?
I always knew. That's the thing of why I always knew I would be able to conquer it. Like, it would be joking, but I would tell people like why I'm in there. I'd be like, I have a problem. Now I would say it being funny and then go do it the next day, but the first key to beating addiction is knowing it. I've been knowing I had a problem. I was like, I have a problem. I used to tell him that. He used to be like, D, you're bugging. I'll be like, I know. Because I knew.
But they used to piss me off because it's like, my nigga, you know it, but you ain't doing it.
Yeah, some people won't even say it. So I was able to say it like, I got a problem.
So that day you walked out and saw that, did you completely stop from that?
No, I didn't completely stop. That was the turn. It was that, and then it was my girl got laid off from her job, and I'm DNA already, clearly. Yeah. And school is about to start, and we have nothing. No clothes, no nothing. And literally from that point on, I was like, yo, I'm gonna stop gambling. And that's when I started doing the All Features mixtapes. And I made I think $15,000 in 2 weeks doing that shit. And I paid for everything for school, boom. And at that point I was like, yo, I'm gonna make sure I got $1,000 in my savings account. And after that I just kept up and then I was still doing it. Then I went from the casino. Then I was gambling with Conceited on the game. Then I started fucking with that FanDuel shit. And then after a while, after exhausting every outlet and realizing I get to the same outcome, I'm like, I can't do this shit at all. Yeah. And then I just kicked it. I just stopped.
That's dope.
But yeah, that's just like a mental. It's like a process.
Do you remember the first time you ever gambled?
Yeah. First time I ever gambled, my my dad, that's the crazy part. When I was young, my dad used to go to OTB.
It started. You think it came from?
Yeah, it was in my DNA. No pun intended. My dad was a gambler and my grandma was a gambler.
That's new to me.
My grandma used to go to Atlantic City. Every month, and my dad used to gamble in a horse spot, and I used to be with him. Horse spot, yeah. And I used to just see.
So you were excited about it?
Yeah, no, I used to see the dynamic of what would change. You feel me? When it's a good day there, McDonald's, whatever the fuck I want, games, toys, it's not shit looking slow. So that, in fact, I guess as a kid, it infatuated me. But I just, it was in the back of my mind. And then my grandma, I turned 21. It's 2012, and she turned 20. I think 70 at the time. And Resorts had just opened in Queens. So I took it in, and then Khan, Conceited. He was staying in Queens at the time with his brother. I'm like, yo, I'm at this casino, nigga. I don't pull up. So he pulls up. So I'm watching my grandma. I'm like, yo, this shit is silly. She's on slots. She's just wasting. I'm thinking some old people shit. I'm like, yeah. But she's losing. So I'm just like, whatever. And after that, me and Khan, we start walking around and shit, and we just go to this area is nothing but Chinese people. And
they was getting that mugger over there.
Yeah, they screaming, monkey, monkey, monkey. Like, what the fuck are they talking about? So it's a game called Baccarat. So Khan got 20, I got 20. I'm like, yo, whatever's going on over here, this shit is lit. Niggas is jumping up and down, smashing the kid. Like, some niggas is mad, some niggas is happy. I'm like, well, whatever this game is, Khan put our money.
I played Baccarat when it, what's that one?
It to get the 9. That's the shit we used to play with He's.
I forgot though, but how I go again?
You got to get the closest to 9.
The closest to 9.
Yeah, remember, we was in there with He's playing that shit. So, after that, me and Khan start playing, boom, 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 and we betting together. Like, we like, yo, player this one, nah, banker this one, player this one. Next thing you know, the shit say $480. I said, yo, Khan, that shit ain't real. He said, nah, we won. I said, yo, take that shit out. Took it out, cashed it out. This money came out, $480.
That was it.
I said, yo, split, give me my half. So we walk with the half. We get to the bottom of the casino. We about to leave. I'm like, nigga, we won $480 in 10 minutes. So now you know me. I'm like, just being young. I'm like, nigga, I'm like, nigga, fuck battle rap. Nigga, let's go back. I'm about to get all this money from it. Went back, lost after
everything.
that. Right? So I'm gonna tell you some L shit, right? So now I'm gonna leave it at this because it's wild story.
Nah, but I got and I was there for
this is the illest story ever, right? So as I'm doing this, right, I'm calling I'm telling clips because then I start winning. I start winning like $1,000 a day. So I'm calling clips. So this nigga's, yo, D, man, the fuck is you doing? You playing with your blessings, get out of there. That shit is the devil. Right? So he's making me feel bad about it, but I'm like, man, fuck what this nigga talking about. I'm getting this money with Khan.
I'm getting this money with Khan, this mugger.
Right? So yeah, because I'm 21, 22 at the time. Right. So, you know what I mean? I'm getting, it wasn't even about the money because I'm getting paid off of battle rap at this point, but it's how fast. Like, you know, for battle rap, I'm rhyming, writing all these rhymes to get fucking, what, $3,000, $4,000 at the time. This shit, I'm winning $2,000, $3,000 in 10 minutes. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So now one day we at the studio, and long story short, at the studio we wound up getting dropped off. Thinking we gonna stay at the studio in Far Rockaway, but we wound up getting dropped off in the middle of the night. Right? So now when we get dropped off on the highway in the middle of the night, me and Clips is in the middle of fucking Jamaica, Queens, and this is before Uber is popping, no cabs is answering. So we have money, but money don't even matter at this point. And nobody that we know is answering because it's 3 a.m. So we literally walk from one side of Queens. All my Queens niggas know we walk from the fucking end. It's about a Cross Island Expressway all the way back to Jamaica Ave. So we get back to Jamaica Ave at like 6 something in the morning. So as we get back, I'm telling Clips, yo, at this point, you just go to my grandma's shit, you know what I mean? Sleep there and then we'll bounce after that. And mind you, remember I told you the nigga was like, yo, don't gambling, it's the devil. He goes, what's that? How far is that casino shit from that you was talking about? We going there together, and that's how I started. The rest is history.
Did he win?
Nah. We was in that shit for 12 hours though, bro. And then that's how it started. Like before that, it was occasionally. That's when it got locked in.
So do you think you got Clips hooked to gambling?
Yes, for sure.
For sure. No, I didn't get hooked Clips. I didn't get Clips hooked to gambling because Clips gambled before me. I got Clips hooked to the casino. Yeah, because Clips was gambling before I knew what gambling was. Me, I never gambled in the streets.
So why?
It's too risky.
Oh, you talking about rolling dice and stuff like that?
Rolling dice, playing gut or tunk, all that shit. Clips been doing that on 42nd.
Okay.
He been doing that.
Okay.
But I never did the street gambling. I was always in the casino. But I'm not proud.
All right, so I got. Okay.
This is my last question. Since you're talking about like being 21 and 22, what is some of you guys' advice for 22-year-olds in this day and age? Like, what do you have to say for us since you guys experienced it already?
Like for now at 22 and I'll be so on like I said I have a stepson. He's 20 about to be 22 now. Me, I don't understand the concept of like even me with streaming, right? I stream on TikTok and I do exceptionally phenomenal with it. But I still have other things going on. I got a daughter. I still got a rap career, so I still got with the power. We doing a podcast. We doing all type of other shit. I'm still got things active. There's kids on there that's 18, 19, I have nothing, they on that shit all day. So I don't understand how my 22-year-old is, but why are you not on this shit all day? Like I grew up in an era where our grandparents and our parents would laugh at us when we say, yo, I'm about to go play video games. I'm about to stream. Yo, get a job. Now that's the job. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, yo, you got all the time. If I would, first of all, if I was 22, I would be a billionaire on that shit. I would never get off.
Yeah.
What do I have to get off to?
That's why
to go hang out with my friends. Nigga, I'll hang out with you niggas when this is over. When this app ends, I'm gonna hang out with you niggas. I have no responsibilities. So that's what I be just saying. Like I be feeling like when you can only and some people still say I'm young because I'm double that age. I'm 33. But at 33, when you got damn near a wife, you have kids, you have all that, and everything else, you have responsibilities. When you 22, as long as you ain't do no wild shit and have a baby at like, a young age, you got all the time in the world.
All the opportunity.
And then even if you got a kid, if their mom's is close to the age, yo, I'm doing this, watch, we about to be set. So I'll be like, yo, you got to use your time wisely. That's what I would tell a 22-year-old.
Yeah, I would say, for me is figure out what you want to do and do it. Don't think too much on it. Bless you. Because when you're young, you tend to procrastinate with things. Don't procrastinate. Do it. Like figure out what you want to do and do it. And don't do one thing. Try everything. Try as much things as you can because you never know what's going to jump off for you. So don't be scared to try everything. You know what I'm saying? Not anything, everything. But you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And like I told my daughter's gonna be 19. She just finished. She about to finish her first semester in college.
Congratulations.
Right?
It's fire.
So I told her, do everything right now. Don't wait. Like even when she came out of high school, go straight to college because your mind is already like this for learning. Go straight to college. Go straight through. When you go straight through, you gonna have your degrees by the time you 21 years old. Now you 21 with all your degrees. Now you get a good job, and you good at 21.
Yeah.
Me, I learned this shit at 30. You gonna be ahead of the game. I done knew what I knew at 30. When I start figuring it out was about 30, my 30s, 30, yeah. 31, 32. That's when I start figuring it out. If you got it figured out at 21, you good. So, you know what I'm saying? Just figure out what you want to do and do it and try one thing.
I went to college.
Oh, I went to college too, for sure. You had the most fun in college, man.
I went to college and built that fucking core audience just right there with rapping. I would have had.
You'd have been. That's why Real Talk Hitman is like the Hitman went to college, and he was rapping.
Yeah.
And he built the core audience from college from that. Yeah, he played sports.
Them 20,000 people you talking about, I'd have had that shit right on the.
See, that's different.
That's
yeah,
I did it. Right
that's
there.
How you get it. But we can say that now. Yeah. I wish I did that. Yeah. Wait, close us out.
Yeah.
You want? Oh, yeah. Oh, my fault. I'm sorry. I'm on Ricky Rose.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I like when people call me Rick Ross. But no, I would say invest in yourself. Invest in your passion. If you can find it young, maybe you want to be I don't gender labels or nothing like that. So maybe if you want to be a cowboy or you want to be a police officer, like go through the steps. Now that TikTok and Instagram is available, you can see how they live, how real cops live in whatever city you're trying to protect. Mm-hmm. And that's what I would do. I would emulate somebody that I look at them and I think that's the goal. That's the person that I would like to be. And as you go through that process of trying to figure out how they became them, you end up figuring out how you became yourself. And then once you actually get on, you'll know exactly how to handle it because you've already seen through someone else's eyes how it went for them. So definitely invest in yourself and invest in other people.
And this is just for us to sell this to somebody else. How was the experience paying for this interview with the I Disagree?
If I had more money, I would have paid more. This is the exact experience that I wanted. My first time back podcasting, with two legends. And it's not even like I just say legends. Like, no, you are well respected in a battle rap community, and both of you know that. Mm. So I couldn't have asked for a better two people to do.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, of course. I'd do it again if I wasn't leaving for my anniversary.
That's crazy. That's dope.
But we will do it again in Tampa.
Yeah, that's why I'm dead serious.
No, we're going to put it together. We're going to make it happen. We're going to go down there and do it for sure.
Cool. I appreciate that.
For sure. We're going to make it happen. Sign us out, D.
Yo, y'all already know DNA, Guts the Animal. My boy John Shine in the building. I Disagree Show. Good night.
Lames frontin'. Can't comprehend it if you ain't from it. I understand it cause I came from it. Friend stabbed you in your back, I felt pain from it. Damn. Hustlers crying over the same onion. Niggas fighting over the same woman. What? Sucker for love, don't give a fuck if you thug. And I know that you love her, but tell me this, why get mad at a bitch that was a hoe before you cuffed her?
51 to 1.